just a little bit of oxygen, 2 more bits of hydrogen, put them all together, and they stick to one another, and you know what you get? You get wet. Water vapor in the sky begins condensing by and by, and when the wind begins to blow, you'd better look out down below, because you know what you get? Yes, you get wet. And if the wind is really blowing and the clouds are growing bigger, that could very likely trigger, well, it might be just a couple of drops. A little sprinkling, then it stops. But in a twinkling, call the cops, grab the mops. Hey, we're happy for the crops, but it's not just raining dogs and cats. It's 40-pound frogs and baseball bats. What a huge deluge. Falling water floods the ground. Flowing mud and puddles abound as parched and thirsty earth partakes and soaks up all that it can hold. When the earth has had its fill, the water rolls on down the hill, seeking creeks, convening streams, shivering into rivers, flowing fast and icy cold. Rivers ramble ever onward, outward, to and froward, downward, snaking, breaking, swinging wide. Tumbling rocks and stones collide, crumbling boulders into sand and carving canyons. Oh, that one's grand. And on downhill. Eventually, the water flows into the sea, where it's virtually impossible to fathom the depths of the ocean. And it's not my intent to describe its extent, but that's where all of the fresh water went, and now you can't drink it. That plan is faulty. Don't even think it, it's much too salty. But as the sunlight warms the sea, pure water now evaporates. The vapors rise so easily into the skies where they create a wispy haze, a foggy shroud. On some days, amazing cumulonimbus clouds that float back over land. And just as planned, when all those clouds get out of hand, well, you know what you get? Well, when it freezes, I'm sure you know that what you get instead is snow. Clean, fresh water. Crystal clear. Recycled by the hydrosphere. Rain into rivers to the sea. That's the plan. Then back through the cycle again and again, keeping things clean and green en route, except for the water we take out. Some of that we take for drinking. That's the thing we need it for. Now, I know what you're thinking. We really take a whole lot more for filling lakes and reservoirs, swimming pools, washing cars, gushing fountains, growing flowers, flushing toilets, taking showers, doing dishes, watering lawns. The laundry list goes on, and water goes on down the drains a whole lot faster than it rains. Water, water everywhere. This Earth is a water planet. With all those great big oceans there, can't get much wetter, can it? All that water should last forever. So a person would think. But less than 1% of that water is safe for a person to drink, so it's important how we use the stuff. We can't abuse the stuff, because every single thing alive, including you and me, depends on water to survive. Fresh water is the key. In fact, I think you really ought to know we're mostly made of water. Take away the water, my body would just be a 43.5-pound pile of dust. So, if the water runs too low or gets too dirty, now you know that H2O is life's necessity. Let's keep it pure and flowing free. We can assure there will always be clean, fresh rain into ample rivers to the blue and boundless sea.